Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka GeekXX Chic, and we are back with another reaction to Delicious in the Dungeon. We're now on to episode 16, which is called Cleaner slash Dried with Sweet Sake. I like the idea of sweet sake anyway. So in the last episode, our group had they were trying to find their way out of this level because they're realizing that the dark wizard is rearranging the dungeon and making it almost impossible for them to leave the floor, but they know they have to leave because otherwise they're going to run out of food and other resources. They came across some dryad monsters that activated super allergies, which is actually kind of funny. But anyways, they managed to get it done with some good teamwork. We found out that our guy, Chilchuck, actually has some amazing senses, and it turned out to be the saving grace there. But we also see that our girl, Marcial, pardon me, she's not doing so well. Like, she's really seeming to be just getting knocked on her butt over and over again. And even though she's saying it's because she's done so much magic back to back, I feel like the dark magic is taking more of a toll on her than she's talking about. But anyways, that's basically what they're trying to figure out now is how they're going to get out of there, because the way things are going, if they can't find a way out soon, it's going to end up badly. So, but yeah, I'm ready to jump in and see what we've got next. So let's do that. Just before I do, though, if you'd like to be in the know when I drop episodes, please hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. All right, out of the way, let's get into the episode right now. And yet, right, you said you're going to find a pattern. Okay. Well done, Chilchuck. You don't even know what they're looking at. Calm down. Exactly. That is interesting that didn't get rearranged. Oh! Never mind, it's your crack now. Y'all didn't see that? No, I think that was real. That's what I'm saying. Maybe you unlocked something. Words? No? Oh, the bat. The little dragons. That's right. The bats. Okay. Oh! Chilchuck does not deserve this disrespect. He is 29 years old, and they keep manhandling him like he's a child. Was it magic? It wasn't hers. Okay. Ah. At least he's not geeking out about food. Okay. Okay, put them down now. You sure? That's very helpful. Can we get these in someone, like, can you like hire these for your own home? Just saying, it'd be great if we had these types of cleaners just to come in, make sure your house is in a state that you've arranged. At least they're not talking about Falin. Yeah. Right? It's very interesting that Senshi seems, again, to have such an aversion to magic, yet he's in a magical dungeon. Like, bro, yes, magic is everywhere. In a magical dungeon. Oh, is it the man face plant still? Yeah. Yeah. Right? I'm like, man, have you seen a single tentacle? Is that an egg sauce? That looks way too... Chicken and egg with sauce. Yeah, that egg looks a little too sticky even after being cooked. Oh my lord! They're even eating the bowl? Still tastes like dirt, doesn't it? Yuck. Gonna find out. Yeah. Oh, still being watched. I am thinking no, because they can see it. Yeah, a little late.
この角もただの兜飾りのようです。
Oh, you don't even know what humans look like? Sorry, Chilchuk. You look like a kid, bro. It's a compliment.
ああ、シュロー久しぶりだな。こんなところで会えるなんて嬉しいな。
Bouncing around him.
ちょっと痩せた。
元気でやってるみたいでよかった。
Is he? He looks like he hasn't slept in about 6 months.
なんか随分大所帯だ
Yeah,
な。
that's actually. Oh, right, the other group.
はじめまして。
Should be. I've saved your ass twice now.
あいつらでしょ、私たちのものを盗んだの。
What stuff? Look for it.
どうもしないよ。
That's the right answer, because they didn't do anything.
俺たちを見ても後ろめたさがなかった。
Yeah, because they didn't steal
覚えてい
anything.
ないか、こちらの勘違いか。
Ah, B.
彼らがここへどうやってたどり着いたのか、これから何をするつもりなのか。
Not
知りたい
overly.
だろ。
I think she just wants to get married to you, bro.
あれが例のつてかよ。いい身分だな。
ただの身内だ。
Oh, really?
再び迷宮へ潜り、彼女を探すために、この方が確実だと
So
判断
That,
し
um,
まさかあの後すぐに迷宮へ潜ると。
are you? That's her brother.
この4人でレッドドラゴンも倒したんだから。
Let them know. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Bro doesn't look like he slept in like 6 years.
な無茶をしているのか。
お前もこのやつれ方を見て。
Right? I noticed immediately, and I don't even know him.
た方がいいよ。
そんなことを。
You do have time for that, actually. Hmm.
その間に今までのことを話すよ。
Yeah, you need to sit down anyway.
ひえ、ベニチドリ、お前たちは米を炊く用意を。
Did you really just bring all these people as cooking assistants?
ちょっと人が多いな。大人数が一箇所に集まるのはあまり良くない。
Mm.
オリ、お、ドワーフ、カエル女。
Frog woman.
よろしくね、お嬢さん。
Right? Frog girl's like, excuse me, I didn't even say I was up for using magic right now.
モンスターうまい最高。
That's what you're scared of, Chilchuk? That's the least of your worries in this place.
煙が。食後は風呂に入っていただかないと。
Ma'am, do you think you're at a 5-star resort? There's a. Okay, you haven't even told them about the fact that there are little dragons looking for them, but okay.
レッドドラゴンを倒してファリ
We
ンを
might
回
have
収さ
revived
せ
her
たんだ。
with dragon blood.
ここでシローに会えてよかった。力を貸してくれないか。
So quickly. But I mean, that's why you came down here anyway.
仲間の魔術師が頑張ってくれたんだ。
Hmm.
具体的には
Left out the dark magic.
なぜレンガをかじっていたんだ。
That's what we came back to?
ダンジョンクリーナーでできた壁をかじってたんだよ。
That doesn't make it seem any less weird.
だから急いで迷宮へ潜るため魔物を食べながらここまで来たんだ。
Yep. Not the echoing laugh. Like he's crazy.
リーナーがケンスケ食ってる。言うたんも隙もない。ところで魔物食に興味あるのだったら。
Since she's the one to talk about. Talk to, I mean.
ファリンを蘇生して最後に見たときは無事だったのか。
She was.
あ
Very strong.
そんな場所は大抵多くの根城だ。
あ、多くなら心配いらない。
どんな味でした？
違う。彼らといろいろあって
That
今
was actually a logical conclusion. Sadly.
シュローになら大丈夫か。
Maybe Shuro, but I don't trust
少
this
し
other guy.
二人で話したいんだ。
Yeah, get lost, newbie.
だがどんな時もこの舞鶴が作ったものだけはよく食べた。
Really?
まさか修行中に北方女に心を奪われようとは。
Infatuated? That's why you think he's
ものか。
starving himself to the point of near exhaustion and in this dangerous dungeon?
ならば今やっていることは何か
Exactly.
保存食があるのなら手間をかけ調理する必要はない。
Also, kudos to the show for showing that you wash your rice before you cook it.
画材変わってんじゃん。まだちょっと難しいでしょ、それは。
What?
こんなものか。完成じゃ。
That looks good. Ain't gonna lie.
一体
Ooh, Senchi them skills!
何が何があったのだ。
すみません。
It's like we
僕たち
left, actually.
黒魔術だ。
Oh, you
こい
listened.
つ黒魔術
Right, the
を使って
magic ears, that's
魔物
right.
の飼育で女を蘇生した。
Damn, everyone's business out there.
何をしたか分かっているのか。
It's my sister.
迷宮の外に知られればだろう。そして
Exactly.
君はこのことを決して話したりはしない。
Right? Don't you love her?
だろ
Ooh, Laos did not even flinch. He said, you ain't gonna do nothing because you a simp.
分かってくれシロ。
And it's his sister.
だよりやばいのが出てきたな。どうすんだこれ。
Homie is just taking this in like a soap opera. I can't. And look at them signaling exactly where they are. Oh, there you are, Faline. How you doing, girl? Oh, still crawling around like an animal. Oh, yeah, maybe this wasn't a good thing, though, since you're not yourself at all.
ガラ様
And you're bleeding from your eyes?
お探ししなくては
What is happening here? Oh, I didn't realize her body was changing too. Oh, no, 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 no. No, thank you. No, ma'am. No, maybe this wasn't such a good thing. Maybe, as sad as it is, maybe she was meant to go. Maybe it was Faline's time. If that was, man. And you know, I feel like if it had been any other situation where it wasn't actually a dungeon beast like this, it probably wouldn't have been a problem. But because, I mean, how were they supposed to know? But yeah, because it was a dragon that was directly under the control of a magician. I don't want to say it's the magician at this point, but anyway, yeah, now Faline's not Faline. Like her, we see that she's in there, right? For those first, day of her revival, she was herself. But the second that magician called her, it was over. And it looks like there was a struggle too. Like I think Faline I think she's still in there, but she just can't right now overpower the magic that's literally from the blood that's through her veins. And I don't think there's any way to separate them, right? Like I don't think they can separate the dragon blood from her without killing her, from the sounds of things. I don't know. The rules of this world are ever evolving. So, but yeah, interesting episode. We have everybody kind of together here. We've met all the members of the former group now that we've met Shuro. I mean, we saw him last episode, but it wasn't really like, he was just kind of there. But yeah, between him and the guy from the other group, the other troop, I'm still trying to figure out his motives, because he acts very golly gosh gee whiz, but then we saw how mercilessly he killed those grave robbers, right? And again, I'm not saying that they weren't necessarily deserving targets, but it's the way that he turned that switch from being very seemingly innocent and sweet to savage and cold. That just tells me that I don't think he is what he's claiming to be. And I do think he's, I don't want to say obsessed. He's highly interested in Leos because he clearly sees that Leos is very skilled. And I said this a couple episodes ago that Leos is, got his quirks, but he's clearly very good at being an adventurer. He's very good at dungeons. He's very good at taking out beasts. He's an encyclopedia of their knowledge. Like he is someone who you would look up to and probably want to work with outside of those quirks. And we heard that Faline was a very good magician as well. So, that the two of them in particular, I feel like with this other guy, it's a bit of jealousy going on there of Leos. Like, I think you heard what he said to his group about how he just doesn't believe that Leos and Faline were as nice and good as everyone thought they were. There has to be an angle, like it's all a front. And he's just waiting to see, I guess, what the thing is for him to be able to push him off the pedestal that I think he himself has put him on, honestly. But anyway, we already heard him say he doesn't think that Leos deserves to get the prize of the dungeon if he should find it. So that's the reason he wants to follow him. But I also think that now that he's found out that Leos allowed black magic to be used to bring up his sister, that alone is enough, right? Quite frankly, if he takes that to the surface, if Leos and his sister and his troop ever make it back to the surface, they're going to be hunted, right? They're going to either get arrested right on exit, or they're going to be on the run for the rest of their lives. So that's enough really from the sounds of things, because I didn't realize it was that bad. Like the way they kind of made it sound a few episodes ago, I thought it was just taboo to use the magic, but it sounds like it's actually outlawed. And so, and maybe it's just outlawed on this island with the dungeon. I don't know if it's the same with the elves, because we heard Marcella say that what they call black magic is actually ancient elven magic that just isn't used as much anymore. But again, there's usually a reason why they stop using those types of magic. There's usually something, like I'm assuming there's some sort of side effects or some kind of price that needs to be paid that they decided was too evil to keep practicing that form of magic. But anyway, we see that Shuro has been, I guess, pretty tireless. It looks like he hasn't stopped since he left the dungeon, like we saw back in episode 1. It looks like from that point, he literally went home, got help, came all the way back, and then went straight back into the dungeon to look for Faline. And that's why he looks the way he does. Like we noticed that from the last episode, like the cheekbones are cutting because he's gone, the dark circles under the eyes. And then we saw that he almost passed out when he heard that Faline had been revived. So yeah, he's clearly, his cook is saying that he's infatuated, but as I said in the episode, that's love. you don't go to those lengths for somebody you have a crush on. So yeah, understandable. He's very upset with what happened as far as how Faline was brought back, because who knows what he's been told about black magic. But also, I think if he saw, or how do I put it? I think when he sees the state that Faline is in now because of that magic, he's definitely going to blame Laos for it. But as I said in the episode, one, he wasn't there, right? He wasn't there when they found Faline's body. And two, I mean, Laos is her brother, right? Like he's next of kin and he made that call. And I feel like out of that entire group, he was the most qualified to make that call. Shuro was not this woman's husband. It doesn't look like he was even her boyfriend. So he really had no say outside of his desire for what would have happened to her anyway. Although I feel like he probably would have done something to interfere had he been there. But anyway, so yeah, that's kind of where we're at here. So now Shuro is up to par, up to speed. And everyone now in the group is aware of the fact that black magic has been used. So I do wonder how they're going to take that information, if it's going to affect whether or not they think that Laos and his group should continue. I mean, I was looking at the size of this group and we haven't even seen some of these people, or sorry, I shouldn't say seen them. We haven't like heard anything or had any lines from them. So my guess is either they're going to end up leaving or ending up, being wiped, one or the other. But I get the sneaking suspicion that Laos and his group are going to have to split off from this group, because it sounds like they're not going to be okay with what happened. And I'm a little worried about what they're going to say about Marcille, since she's the one who performed the dark magic, because we heard that before they kind of wanted them all to work together. But if they find out that that's what she's doing, I have a feeling they're going to isolate her, and Laos is not going to be okay with that. So yeah, the plot is thickening. It's getting a little bit darker now, which is very interesting considering how lighthearted the beginning of this show was. But I like it. I like that we're adding a few more layers and some more stakes as we move along. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please show some love, and I'll see you in the next one.